What's up everybody, Luke here with another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about a smartphone that doesn't look like much, but it can yield you a really big profit. Let's go. Hey everybody, so today I want to talk about a deal that I did just the other day and it was very interesting. So what we're looking at right now on the screen is the Kyocera. I believe I'm pronouncing that right, I'm not sure, but basically the model is called the Durface Pro 2. Now what this phone is basically it's like a military grade Android based phone. It's pretty much unstoppable. It can't really be broken. It's waterproof. It's an extremely durable smartphone. So it's very interesting. I just kind of want to jump into this quick. I want to show you guys basically what this thing's all about. And actually the specs are not all that bad on it. It's got a 13 megapixel camera, but from the outside it looks kind of like a dated smartphone, something that you wouldn't really want. So basically I just kind of want to read you some of the specs and then I want to tell you what I ended up profiting off of this phone, and it was really crazy. So basically engineered with Japanese precision and backed by a 2-year standard warranty, the Durface Pro 2 can withstand relentless pounding pressure and force on the job site, in the field, or in search of adventure. This military standard device is an extremely rugged and reliable mobile solution. So check this out. So this is really cool. So basically this phone is used by a lot of people who work construction or who are in the military, and I have not really seen this phone much in my career in phone flipping, but yesterday I actually ended up purchasing 2 of these from somebody and I only paid around $40 a piece, and they are both like new with the box. So I paid $40 a piece and I haven't sold them yet, haven't even got them listed yet, but basically if you look them up on eBay right now, this is one of the sold listings that just sold. This is an open box one. It pretty much looks just like mine. It's pretty much basically brand new. This thing actually sold for $335. And it's crazy because the person that I bought them from didn't really see much worth in them. They didn't really care. So what I'm wondering is maybe this is a phone that everybody should kind of start to look out for, because I think a lot of people who work construction or people who might be older, who drop their phone a lot, or people who work in the military, they're not really people that care so much about technology. They're not necessarily educated sellers. And so when it comes time to actually getting rid of this thing, this person that I bought them from, he was a construction worker, he didn't really seem to care that I only paid him $40 each phone. And honestly, when I was looking up the phone, I was using my mobile device. For some reason, I couldn't pull the stuff up on eBay Mobile. The app was like crashing, so I'm just like, well, you know, I used the camera, I tested the phones. It actually looked kind of nice, but I just didn't know exactly what it was. And I've seen this brand before, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And it turns out that it was the Durface Pro 2. And the thing's selling for $335 to $350. Like I said, it actually shoots in 4K. It's got a 13 megapixel rear camera and 5 megapixel front camera. And basically, it's a phone built for businesses that, you know, are rough on their phones. Truckers, construction workers, you know, people in the military. So what's kind of crazy is this phone was basically insanely undervalued, but by not only me, but also the seller. And so I just kind of wanted to bring this out to everybody, that this is the phone that you should really be checking out and be on the lookout for. You could even do a quick check in your local marketplace or Craigslist and see if anybody's got one of these for sale. If they've got the box and they've got the phone and it's like new, you could pay up to $150 for this or $200 and still end up selling it for $300 to $350. So I just kind of wanted to tell everybody about this deal and about this phone, because it was kind of exciting just because of the fact that I haven't bought one of these before. And you know, I had thought that I had bought almost every phone out there, but this is one that I just have not seen that much. And I was really surprised that after paying $40 for each phone, and it really wasn't that hard of a deal to close, that I ended up going on eBay when I got home to actually look up everything, and they're selling for $335. And you can see the person who is selling it, they've only got 152 feedback. This is a sold listing, so it's not some big phone seller or anything. It's just an average listing. The pictures are subpar, and he sold it for $335. So it's pretty crazy. So you guys should be watching out for these. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's the Kyocera or the Kyocera phone. And then watch out for the Durface Pro and the Durface Pro 2. These phones sell for a lot of money. They don't look like much, honestly, in your hand. Like I said, they don't look, any fancier than like an LG or anything. But basically, they're kind of a unicorn of phones. You don't see them that often, and when you look at them, you wouldn't really think that they'd be worth much money or that they're that expensive brand new. But when you hear that, they're basically shatterproof, they're waterproof, and, they're made for tough, durable jobs, loud job sites, military, construction, etc., then you realize that the phone is actually not a dated, heavy smartphone. It's actually a phone with an updated, user face and an interface on the inside, and then the screen and the camera is updated, but the body is much like an old heavy smartphones, like one of the old Samsung Galaxy Epics or 4Gs you would use. It's just kind of a bulky phone and it's kind of heavy in your hand, but that's the way it's supposed to be because it is a waterproof and kind of just tough job proof phone. So that being said, I kind of hope this helps you guys out a little bit. Like I've always said in a lot of my previous videos, is make sure you guys are being diverse with what you are flipping. Never ever limit your options. Honestly, at first when this deal was coming to me, I honestly almost turned them down because he sent me a picture of the phone, and just at a quick glance I looked at it and I was like, it kind of looked like an old LG or just an old Samsung phone, kind of something that you wouldn't really want anything to do with. But after, like I said, he told me that, it's got a 13 megapixel camera, because he was kind of describing it to me because I didn't know if I really wanted it. I was like, I better go check it out. So after I met up with him in person, kind of checked it out, and I saw that the specs under settings and just looking at the camera, it actually seemed like a fast phone, but I didn't really know exactly what I had in my hands. And then I appraised it, just gave him $40. He had 2 of them. It was crazy just going home and finding that out. So that's what happens when you are diversified in what you flip, and you don't just limit yourself, to a certain type of phones or a certain type of electronics. So like I always say, make sure you guys are buying anything and everything. If you think you can make a profit on it, definitely give it a chance to flip it. So that being said, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.